Hi, this is Lejeune with Lejeune Singleton LLC, Wellness, Nutrition, and Fitness. Today's topic is beauty and wellness. My special guest today is owner of Ashley N Artistry and makeup artist Ashley Naomi. Thank you for joining me today, Ashley.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Ashley, tell me, how did you become a makeup artist?
So I started dabbling into makeup when I was in college, early years of college, but I've always had a love for art. So all the way from elementary school to high school, I've always seen myself as an artist. It wasn't until I was in college, beginning, I would say freshman, junior year, that I started to apply that art and makeup, that technique, and practice on other people. And that's what really drew me to becoming a makeup artist. I enjoyed the transformation process. I enjoyed seeing my client's face, or my models at the time, their face after I did their makeup. I also knew from my personal experience how empowering makeup actually is when you're using it properly. So that's kind of what drew me to becoming a makeup artist, just the transformation and the ability to transform a woman's not only outer beauty, but her inner beauty as well. And helping someone see, how beautiful they actually are, and just seeing that transition.
And where did you get your training and how long was the training process?
So I did not go to a formal school. So I didn't
Mhm.
go to I don't have a license or anything as far as cosmetology goes, but I did a lot of hands-on training with other makeup artists in the area, who are well known. To name a few, Renny Vasquez, he's a celebrity
Oh,
makeup
wow.
artist. He works on several celebrities, Gabrielle Union, um, let's see, Serena Williams. He's done a lot of work with a lot of, known people. I've also studied under Sir John, which is one of Beyonce's makeup artists. Another
Right.
one is Nessa Myrick. So I decided, instead of going to school and paying that tuition, to go learn under other artists who are where I want to be, or where I wanted to be at that point. And I would say, I think I learned, if not more, I learned the same things that I've heard you learn in cosmetology school
Mhm.
and more. In cosmetology school, they teach you how to do makeup, how to apply makeup, all these things. When I was able to train and learn under these other professionals in the business, I was able to learn the business aspect as well, how to handle certain clients. And I also like the one-on-one aspect of that. So no, I didn't have any training from school, but I have had a variety of training under other artists, learning multiple techniques and tools and tricks that I could use that have helped me along my journey.
I think that's amazing to have that one-on-one experience and get that hands-on training instead of being in a class with several people that's
Mhm.
trying to learn the same thing you're learning. So that's tremendous.
Absolutely. I would say, if I could go back, I would probably not go to school. And I would definitely start training, doing a lot more hands on training back then, if I can go back and do things over. I wouldn't go to school as far as college for the degree that I have,
Right.
but I wouldn't say that it's a regret. I probably would just have done things a little different, knowing what I know now and where I'm at now. It could have been a little bit more beneficial to actually go in and start getting that hands-on training from these artists. And when I say that, I mean just being able to actually go out in the field and work on jobs with them. I didn't really have a lot of that opportunity. It was more so in just the learning aspect. And I didn't really get to do the hands-on aspect until later on, a few years after I started out as a makeup artist. But regardless, needless to say, I'm thankful for the experience thus far, all of those mentors that I've learned from so far, all the mentors that have been so graciously taking me under their wing and teaching me everything. And I'm also thankful for my current degree, which is in accounting.
Hmm.
Sorry, it's
And
my
that helps on the
dog.
business side.
It does, although I wish I would have went a different direction. It
Right.
has been very helpful, and it also has been helpful in keeping me employed during this COVID-19 shutdown. So it's all worked out for good.
Okay. So, how are you able to get in contact or make a connection with your mentors to learn, for them to take you under their wing to teach you the makeup industry?
So for the mentors that I do have, I've enrolled in their program, or it was word of mouth and meeting. I met one of them through another mentor.
Okay.
So partly enrollment in some of the programs that they have to offer, other just putting myself out there, communicating, and word of mouth.
Okay. And how are you able, besides, word of mouth, to make that connection for, someone else who wants to get into the makeup industry, but they don't really know the steps to take?
I would recommend them doing a lot of research in the beginning on what they want to do to begin with. What is your end goal? Then after you figure out what your goal is as a makeup artist, go out and look for other makeup artists who are seniors in that field, in that area. Once you have found a few artists that you've been drawn to, that are doing what you want to do in the long run, reach out to them. Make that first contact, whether it be email, DMs on social media, which isn't always suggested, but emails, phone calls, even if you know someone who knows that person that you want as a mentor, reach out to them. So if somebody wanted to work with my mentor, or be a mentee to a mentor that I have, I would be happy to create the create that introduction, so that this aspiring artist now has someone that could help them in their journey. Of course, I'm always available and open to being a mentor to someone who is looking to become a makeup artist, if we are looking to go, if we have the same paths. But I suggest to definitely do your research in the beginning, make sure that you know where you want to go, what are your goals, find that makeup artist who has the same goals, who's doing what you want to do. Make sure that they are already there, because that will be able to help you along your journey. They can tell you what to look out for, what to watch out for. They can give you a lot of tips to save you a lot of heartache and trouble in the long run. Definitely, when you are looking for a mentor and you're looking at, let's say, their experience, make sure that the makeup artist that you are looking to have as a mentor is someone who is, like I said before, doing what you really want to do. A lot of these makeup artists nowadays, it looks as if that's what it is, but if you dig a little deeper, you realize, oh, they actually aren't where I want to be in the future. And that's a problem that I had before. I was looking up to a lot of artists that I thought I wanted to be like,
Hmm.
or I wanted my success to mirror theirs. But I realized the way that they did business, and the way that they were progressing wasn't exactly the same path that I was willing or wanting to take for my business. So it's really important to know what you want and what you're looking for in a mentor. Also think about how you can contribute to that relationship also. So you shouldn't always think, oh, I'm gonna I'm sorry, take from this person. You should also be able to provide and give something in the relationship as well. It should be double-sided, not one-sided, in your relationship with your mentor. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yes. So how would you describe your makeup technique that you use on clients?
So I have a few different techniques, and it all depends on time. the look that we're going for and the look that we're going for. So let's say that I have all the time in the world and the client says, oh, it's in your hands, you can do whatever you want. I don't really have a particular look that I have in mind. Then I always start off with skincare. And this is regardless of the technique, but I always start off with skincare. And that does vary depending on the client's skin. For example, let's talk about people who have oily or combination oily skin. I myself have combination oily skin. I always start off with cleaning the skin.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use any face cleanser that they have. One that I have is Mario Badusi, I think that's how you say the last name, and
Mm-hmm.
love their skincare line. I use an exfoliant from there. I also have one from Clinique. It's their clarifying lotion. It's actually an exfoliator. It's step 3 in their product line. And I love to use this to begin because it really gives that deep cleansing that I need to create a perfect base for my clients. After that, I go and move on to a moisturizer for somebody who has dry combination or oily skin. I like to use a moisturizer that's a lot lighter. So I like to use, I would say, gels. They are very light, goes on the skin very smooth, and it creates this nice base for you to apply your foundation. And it's not too oily, so your foundation's not going to slide off, or it's not going to, get dewy later on in the day once you apply this moisturizer. So it's important that you choose the right moisturizer when you are applying your makeup. I always assess the skin before applying any moisturizer to make sure I am doing that. Third, I don't use a primer. I know a lot of people are into primers. A lot of people use
Right.
primers. I don't, because I think that moisturizers can do what primers do. I think it's just an additional dollar that I have to spend, that they want you to spend, that's not necessary. So I opt out of the primer stage, but I do use a moisturizer in exchange of the primer. Then I go on to do the skin first. If I am doing a look where it's going to involve a lot of glitter on the eye, I tend to do the eye first. Only
Okay.
because that fallout, regardless of whether I put powder under the eye, unless I use an eye patch under, that fallout from the glitter on the eye is going to get onto the face. So I like to start off with the skin first and apply the foundation, then move on to the eye makeup, depending on what type of shadow we're applying. After that, I'll go in and I'll take a look at my canvas, my client, my model, and make sure that everything's looking good. I like the way the eyes look. I love the way the skin looks. Everything's blended in. I go in and I apply powder. Once I've applied the powder, sometimes I set powder using a damp beauty blender. Sometimes I do it with a fluffy brush. It all depends on the look that I'm going for. When I'm setting the entire face, I like to use a large fluffy brush to do that, and an all over color shade that's going to bring the entire look together. Once I'm done with that, I like to finish it off with a finishing spray. Right now, I am using my All Nighter by Urban Decay. I love that setting spray. I like to spray it on for my oily clients before the makeup application and after. Just an extra layer of security to prevent any creasing or oily later on in the day. And that's about it. That will wrap up my look. Of course, I make sure that the lips are looking good. I apply a lipstick. I do apply the lipstick and blush and add on all those additions after the look, but that's usually the process that I usually take, the route that I usually take when I'm applying makeup for a majority of my clients. As I mentioned, it can change, and at times it does, but for the most part, this is usually my process.
Okay. And the products that you use, do the products change depending on, say, for instance, I know a lot of people are into MAC and using Fendi or whatever, Clinique. Is that the brands that you use, or how do you determine what brand is a good brand to use on clients?
So a lot of trial and error is what helps me determine which brand to use on clients. I will never try something on a client that I haven't tried on myself.
Got you.
Because I want to know. And my skin is not dry. It can be dry in the wintertime. It does get drier, but typically I have combination skin. But I have very sensitive skin as well. So if I put something that's a little too strong or harsh on my skin will react to that. So I like to use myself as the dummy, I would say, when it comes to new products for clients, because most of the time, if a client says they have sensitive skin, the product for most of the time, product that doesn't work for their sensitive skin will probably be something that will break me out as well. So trial and error, trying it on the product first on myself before trying on a client is how I determine which products I actually buy to begin with. The other is I like to have a range of products that are good, especially foundations, really only foundations that are good for combination oily and dry skin. And for those, I would say I love, 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 love Lancome for oily skin. I've been using it for years now. It's never let me down. It is my go-to for people who have oily skin. It's very mattifying. I also love NARS. NARS, they have lots of different foundations for different skin tones and for different skin types. So I love their foundation just off of that. So I have a few different NARS foundations that work with oily combination and dry skin. Love the entire line. Make It Forever, I also love for dry skin. It's more of a, let's say, dewier foundation. It creates more of a sheer look after you apply the foundation that I really love. MAC Face and Body is really good as a light foundation for those who want to just put something on really quick, want their skin to still look like skin, doesn't want that full coverage look. MAC Face and Body is really good for that. It's almost like a tinted moisturizer, I would say. I also I like Fenty, but I actually like Fenty for myself. So I do use a lot of Fenty products for myself. I haven't used them on clients just because I honestly, my clients have told me good and bad stories about Fenty products from their own experience. So I've kind of just said, okay, whatever, I'm not going to even go there, but I love them for myself. I also like Tarte. Tarte Cosmetics. I love their concealers. They're super, super creamy. Love, love, love them. Danessa Myricks is another one that I love. Really good for dry skin. It's very thick foundation. A little goes a long way. And usually those foundations have a little bit more of a moisturizer in them, and they are also usually better for drier skin.
Okay. How do you build long-lasting relationships with your clients?
So I love all my clients and I never treat them like a client. I always treat them like a friend or a best friend that I've known for years. And that has worked for me keeping clients long term. I make sure that I am somewhere in their lives somehow to where they could always remember me also. So I like to follow all my clients on social media if they have a social media. If not, I send them the occasional happy holiday text messages just to remind them that I am here and I am thinking of them. Especially during times like this, I've reached out to my clients and I've checked on them. So that creates a relationship that is long lasting. Them knowing that I'm here, that I support them even after they support me in my business, that and we're friends. So a lot of the clients that I have, we actually go out, after knowing them and building that relationship after a while. We go, we hang out, we talk on a regular basis. So, I would rather my clients be friends than clients anyway, and I hate calling clients clients. I
Right.
always friends. Hey, how are you? You know, so
Right.
from the time that they come into my door, to my studio, my home, to the time they leave, for new clients, we've established a relationship and a bond. And that's something that I'm actually really, really big on, is creating that long lasting relationship and creating a bond to where they feel like if they needed anything even beyond makeup, that I'm here to support them with what they're doing. And then I'm also here to support them in any other way that I can.
It's actually true.
Um,
You were my makeup artist, and you did a tremendous job. You were
Thank
even
you.
in my photo
I was
shoot.
a model that day, but I was
So
not
you
ready.
you you were a model without makeup, but you did an amazing
Yes.
job, and I thank you for that because you didn't have to do it. You could have been like, "Girl, bye," but
Yeah.
you weren't.
And
So
I
I definitely
remember
thank you
my
for that.
husband's key. I think I had a key or something. Something happened with a key that day, and I think I had to leave too. I can't remember. I think it was something, he was locked out. Something about
Yeah, you
some
had
key
the
that
key
day.
to his car, and he couldn't go to work, so you had to
Right.
leave.
But I figured he could wait just a little while longer.
Right. I was like, thank you.
You are welcome, no problem.
So, how do you see beauty and wellness tying together?
Beauty and wellness goes hand in hand. What you put in your body is what will determine technically your skincare and how your makeup goes on. So let's say for me, something that I've experienced, and I know this is to be true because I've experienced it with myself and with other clients. You eat bad food, you're eating a lot of sugar. And I think you've even explained to me the impact that the foods that you eat have on your skin as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And how you could put oily foods in your body and it's going to come out in
Yep.
on your face as well. So what you are what you eat, and I hear that a lot, but it's so true. When I drink a lot more water, I realize that my foundation lasts on my face a lot longer. It also goes on a lot smoother, and I have clearer skin. I know people who will come and I can visibly see that they're having problems with acne and breakouts. And I would ask them, so what's your skincare regimen? Or do you drink water? What do you eat? And 8 times out of 10, they're like, oh, I don't like water, or oh, I eat anything. I really don't have a diet, or I
Right.
don't have, I'm not, I don't eat a lot of the nutritions I should eat. So then I recommend that they do take that into consideration because it does determine how healthy your skin is. And on top of that, it determines the final look of your makeup and how your makeup is going to come out at the end of it all. So if you're putting bad things into your body, your skin is going to react to those unhealthy foods and the sugary drinks that you eat. And in exchange of that, your makeup and your foundation is going to come out looking very cakey
Mm.
or separating, or it's going to look dry, or, there's so many things that could result from not eating well and not taking care of your body the way that you should. It's not just, okay, what I'm putting on my face, it's also about what you put on the inside of your body, what you consume.
Very true. Do you recommend any type of facial treatments or regimens to clients that you notice you have acne, your skin is dry, things like that? Do you recommend anything for those clients?
So for clients who have acne, I would say exfoliate, exfoliate, exfoliate. Exfoliate is really, 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 really good for your skin. It's like taking away the dead skin and bringing your skin back to life, a new layer. So I always recommend exfoliating first. There's so many different exfoliators that you could use. Some are a little more gentle than others. So you just have to know what your skin can put up with. Um, Moisturizers. And for the exfoliator, one that I could recommend is a Clinique, one that I was mentioning before, and it's actually
Hmm.
the clarifying lotion, twice a day exfoliator. Super gentle. I love it. If you could see the bottle, it's almost gone. And I haven't even been using it. This has just been me using it on my clients.
Oh.
So that's something that I have right in front of me that I can recommend. Something for the moisturizer for acne prone skin. Neutrogena has this day cream that I really, really love that also has SPF in it, and it has worked great for my clients who have acne prone skin or who are struggling with breakouts. I also like to use a toner, and the one that I've been in love with recently is Saturday Skin. I got it from Sephora. You could get toners from all over the place. This one's a little on the pricier side, but
Mhm.
there's another one that you can get from Walmart, Target, any drugstore. And Pixie, it's by Pixie Woo. Is it Pixie, I think? They also have a toner. It's a rose something toner. Anyway, that one's pretty good. So I like to use really deep moisturizers for acne skin, toner, and to exfoliate. You could also, of course, finish your look off or spray your face, even if you're not doing makeup, with a facial spray. It could have, any type of rose water works. We have some with herbs and aloe in it. You can use those. They work just as good. So yeah, it's so many different products that I have. I'm trying to think of some more, but but there's so many different ones that I use. And when I am working on a client that has acne skin or that's breaking out, I always test in smaller areas first. As I mentioned before, I test on myself, and I'm usually like I would say the perfect person for sensitive skin, but I really don't have acne, and I
Mhm.
don't really break out that often. Like I said, unless I'm eating something that I shouldn't be eating, or I have a whole week of just eating trash, then I usually break out. But I recommend people when they're in the store and they want to shop for new items, new skincare products, test a little bit on the side of your face, on your cheekbone. I'm sorry, not your cheekbone, but your chin. So on the lower part of your face, on your chin, try the product first to make sure that you don't have a reaction. Maybe walk around the store, shop, and then come back and then see if that's something that will work for you. But I always do that because I don't want to irritate the client's skin even more.
Okay. Which definitely makes sense because I know for me, sometimes that's the first place that I get pimple is on my
Mhm.
chin area. So that
Mhm.
definitely is a good recommendation. What would you recommend for individuals to take off makeup?
Okay, I'm gonna go. Actually, I don't have to go get it. I think I remember the name. Okay, Clinique, another Clinique product, which I love. They are a vegan product, not tested on any animals or anything like that. So super, super safe, I would say. Uh, there is this. It's a makeup remover, but it's not a makeup wipe. It's a balm. Actually, let me go get it really quick.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so it comes in a purple jar. It's called Take the Day Off. It's a cleansing balm. I love this stuff. It's like moisturizer, actually. And you just take it and you wipe it all over your face. And then you can take a cotton pad and then wipe it off. I love this because it really takes away all the makeup, but it cleanses your face as you're doing it also. And I found that a lot of the makeup wipes that I do use, they will take off like one layer of makeup. And you'll have to
Right.
go through tons of makeup wipes
Yep.
before you actually get all your makeup off. But this cleansing balm, what? I just take some scoops, moisturize it, massage my face, and then I'll take cotton pads and wipe them right off. And I like to use um, my rose water as I'm taking it off. And then after that, I wash my face. Now I'm a little extra, but I do recommend everyone washing your face after you take your makeup off. Taking your makeup off, no matter what you use, is not enough. Please cleanse your face off. So if you have a routine in the nighttime that you like to use before you go to bed, do that after every makeup application. Please, please wash your face. A makeup wipe is not enough. Even the cleansing balm is not enough. You need to wash your face until the washcloth's clean. So definitely, keep that in mind as you're taking your makeup off. Makeup wipes are not enough. Wash your face and cleanse it after, and then finish it off with a moisturizer. I have started using a night cream before I go to bed, and it looks like I have on makeup every day now, even when I don't.
Mm, okay. I know people that sleep in makeup and
Oh,
their eyeliner and the mascara. What would you say to them?
please don't. Please stop. For one, if you're sleeping in your mascara, I'm sure it's so hard by the time you wake up and take it off. You're pulling some of your natural lashes out. For two, that could be part of the reason why some people may have skin problems and they're breaking out, is because they are not cleansing their face. You're before you go to bed and that you're sleeping in your makeup. It's not a good practice to get into. It's really not. It's unhealthy for your skin. So if you do that, please stop. I will beg you to stop and go on and take that makeup off and wash your face and apply your favorite moisturizer. You'll thank me later. Give it about a week and I'm sure you'll see the difference in your skin, and how luminous and moisturized it is once you do implement that nightly routine of taking your makeup off and washing your face and moisturizing. It'll make a difference.
I definitely agree. So, what do you think it is about makeup that makes someone feel good?
What I have learned so far through my career as a makeup artist is that a lot of people don't see their natural beauty. Okay. A
Mm,
lot of people don't look at themselves in the mirror, or a lot of people that I've come in contact with and say, yes, I look good today without the
right,
makeup. A lot
right.
of people also cannot do makeup, or they struggle with certain things, certain techniques. So when they come sit in my chair, not only am I showing you, you don't need to put on a lot of makeup to look and feel beautiful, but all I'm going to do is bring out your natural features, and voila. You don't look like a new person, and some people, they'll say, oh my god, I look like a totally new
Right.
person. But for the most part, you are still yourself. I
Yeah.
played off of your natural features to bring out your beauty even more. All I did was elevate who you are on the outside, but that elevation does so much for one person internally. It gives them that extra oomph that they need to go out or to get their day started or to do whatever it is that they need to do. It gives them that extra confidence that they may have not seen before. So it's really therapeutic I've seen, for the client, but also for me, and just being able to bring someone's beauty out so that they see it in a different light, that encourages them to do more, that gives them this certain type of woman power that they didn't have before. It's all about elevating the beauty, using the natural features that someone already has and playing to those to bring out their best self on the outside.
Mm, that's deep and so true on so many levels because I know women who will not go without wearing makeup and they feel I'm not pretty without my makeup. but it's only just enhancing your own beauty. So the beauty is really on the inside that you
That's
have to
right.
believe to come out on the outside.
That's
So
right.
thank you for that. During this time, we know people are not getting up, washing their face like
Mm-mm.
they typically
Like
should.
they should.
If they were going to work, if they were going out,
Mm-hmm.
why is it important for men, women, kids, whomever to take care of their skin, especially during this time?
Because breakouts don't take a break.
So
Acne
true.
doesn't take a break. No other skin problems that you were having before takes breaks because you're off from work right now. So this is actually the perfect time to revamp your skincare routine, to add some items to your skincare routine, to test out some products because you now have that time to really do what you to do the mask on a frequent basis. You now have that time to exfoliate. You now have that time to implement that nightly skincare routine that you may have been thinking about or that
Mhm.
you have been hesitant to try. It's now the time to do that. Just because you're at home doesn't mean that your skin is at home chilling and off as well. I'm pretty sure that while we're at home during this time, we're also eating
Yes.
a lot more than we normally eat. And we're probably adapting a lot of bad behaviors when it comes to nutrition that will show up in our skin, on our skin. So it's not time to take a break from your skincare routine. It's time to actually take advantage of the extra free time that you have and try out some new products, revamp that skincare line if you need to. Seasons are about to change. So we're going from it being, I guess, kind of cold outside to it being a lot warmer. So that is a reason to change your skincare regimen because your skin texture changes. So you go from sometimes dry in the wintertime to a little oily in the summertime for some people. So don't take a break because, like I said, those breakouts are not taking a break. Now is a perfect time to give your skin a lot more love.
This is true. What other services do you offer besides makeup application?
I am also a lash artist or extensionist, so I do individual lashes. So, oh, and I'm also working to get into hair, very light
Mm.
hairstyling. So that's something that, people can look forward to in the future. Hopefully within the next year, I'll be able to start advertising that service to my brides. But as of right now, I am a makeup artist. Of course, I do makeup for any special occasion. I also do TV appearances as well as productions. And I also do lash extensions.
Okay. How can someone obtain your services and get in contact with you?
So you can follow me. I am on Instagram and Facebook at Ashley in Artistry. That is Ashley, Ashley in Artistry, Artistry. So you can find me on Facebook and Instagram there. You can also check out my website, which is www.ashleyinartistry.com. There is a place where you could fill out a form to contact me there. Or I have a Square site, which you can book me directly from. Super easy, hassle free. And you can find the link to that website on my Instagram and my Facebook.
Okay.
Oh,
And
let me not forget my email. I'm sorry. My email is also ashleyinartistry@gmail.com.
because yes, we want you to get services, even if it's like an online makeup consultation, because you are
We can do
definitely
that.
a very, very good makeup artist. I
Thank
definitely
you.
like the work that you did for me. It looked natural for the photo shoot that I was going for,
Yes.
which was fitness and wellness.
Mm-hmm.
And you did an amazing job. I think my friend Naomi, who gave me your information. I just thought that was funny when you said your name was Ashley Naomi, and I was like, oh
Yes.
wow.
Well, you think that's funny. On my wedding day, she was there. She was Naomi. My makeup artist's name was actually Ashley. So I
Oh
had,
wow.
it was, yeah, it was Ashley Naomi. Very interesting.
So I thank you for your time, and we will have you back after you complete your hair addition, adding on to your resume and a
Yes.
whole bunch of other stuff. So thank you again.
Well, Lejeune, thank you for having me. It was nice having a talking with you.
All right, no problem. Until next time.
Okay, see you later.